I'm 94 years old. 94. I've folded black suits more times than I care to count. And after the fifth, sixth, seventh funeral, you start noticing something. It's not always the big stuff that takes people out. It's the quiet habits, the ones nobody thinks are dangerous, the ones people defend. And I'm telling you right now, the reason I'm still here breathing at 94 isn't because I added magic into my life. It's because I stopped doing certain things. And one of these might hit you square in the chest. First thing I stopped eating late at night. Now don't get defensive on me yet. For years I did the same thing most folks do. Dinner at 6, then the TV goes on, then the hand starts reaching, a bowl of ice cream, a few cookies, chips during the game, just a little something. I told myself it was harmless, said I worked hard, said I deserved it. But I'd wake up tired, not just sleepy, heavy. My knees would ache before my feet even touched the floor. My mind felt foggy, like somebody stuffed cotton inside my skull. My granddad used to say, "Let your stomach sleep when you sleep." I thought he was just being old. Turns out he understood something I didn't. Now, my last bite is before 6, maybe 7 when the summer sun stretches long. After that, water, tea, that's it. Within a month, my sleep got deeper. I stopped waking up feeling like I'd been in a fist fight all night. My joints loosened up, my head cleared. Your body does repair work while you rest, but it can't fix anything if it's still digesting a midnight snack. You don't need more pills. Sometimes you just need to stop. Second thing I stopped arguing with people who don't want to listen. This one almost cost me my peace. I used to think it was my job to correct folks. Politics at the barber shop, debates at church, family arguments at Thanksgiving. If someone said something wrong, I had to jump in, had to win. All that ever won me was high blood pressure and sleepless nights. You ever lie in bed replaying a conversation from earlier, building better comebacks in the dark? That stress doesn't just disappear. It sits in your chest. It tightens your heart. Now, when somebody says something foolish, I breathe slow. I nod. I let it go. You don't have to attend every argument you're invited to. Most people don't want truth. They want agreement. And protecting your peace is worth more than proving a point. Third thing I stopped sitting all day. I'm not talking about lifting weights or running marathons. I'm talking about refusing to turn into furniture. My buddy Frank retired and said he earned his rest. Bought a big recliner, parked himself in it every day. Within 5 years, he could barely stand up without help. 2 years after that, we were standing over his casket. The body isn't meant to freeze. So I move. I walk to the mailbox even when I know it's bills. I sweep my porch. I fix small things around the house. I stand when I talk on the phone. I stretch in the mornings, even when my back grumbles. Movement keeps you alive longer than comfort ever will. If you're sitting more than you're moving, you're aging faster than you need to. And that's just the truth. Fourth thing I stopped carrying anger. This one almost destroyed me. My younger brother and I didn't speak for 12 years. Pride, money, harsh words that can't be taken back. I told myself I was justified,
But resentment is heavy. It doesn't sit in your mind. It settles in your body. It tightens your shoulders. It messes with your sleep. It hardens your heart. One afternoon, I picked up the phone. My hand was shaking like I was about to confess something terrible. I told him I was done being mad. There was silence. Then he started crying. We lost 12 years for nothing. Anger doesn't punish the other person. It punishes you. Your heart cannot stay strong if it's constantly clenched. And at 94, I can tell you something simple. Bitterness ages you faster than time ever will. All right, if you're still here with me, that tells me something. It tells me you're thinking, and that's good. Now let me finish this the way it needs to be finished. Fifth thing I stopped letting fear move into my head before bedtime. For years, every night at 10 o'clock sharp, I'd sit in that same chair and watch the news. Crime, politics, storms, anger, people yelling over each other like the world was ending tomorrow. Then I'd turn off the TV, walk down the hall, lay in the dark, and wonder why I couldn't sleep. Your mind doesn't just shut off because you turn off a screen. It chews on whatever you fed it, and I was feeding it fear. I didn't notice what it was doing to me at first. I just knew I was waking up tired, restless, edgy. My chest felt tight for no reason. One evening after my wife passed, the house was real quiet, too quiet. I turned the news on out of habit, and I remember looking at that screen and thinking, why am I letting this noise fill the last hours of my day? I shut it off, and instead I stepped outside, sat on the porch, listened to crickets, watched the sky turn orange to purple. That night I slept deeper than I had in years. Now the TV goes off early. If I'm going to let something sit in my mind before I close my eyes, it's going to be peace. Because sleep isn't just rest, it's repair.
And your heart can't repair itself while it's racing from fear. Sixth thing I stopped trying to be the man everybody needed me to be. That one took me decades to understand. For most of my life, I said yes to everything. Church fundraiser, I'm there. Neighbor needs help moving, I'm lifting boxes. Family member short on cash, I'll figure it out. I thought that's what a good man did. Show up, never complain, never say no. But inside, I was tired. Not the kind of tired a nap fixes, the kind of tired that sits in your bones. There were nights I'd sit in my truck alone for 10 minutes before going inside the house just so I could breathe. And nobody knew because I kept smiling. The truth is, saying yes to everyone else slowly turns you into a ghost in your own life. You disappear a little at a time. Now, I still help people, but I don't bleed myself dry to do it. When something feels too heavy, I say no. Calm, simple, no apology for existing. And here's what I learned. The people who truly love you will understand your limits. The ones who don't will benefit from you not having any. You cannot pour from an empty cup. And in my age, I refuse to run on empty. Now the seventh thing. This one changed everything. I stopped waiting. I used to live like happiness was scheduled for later. After retirement, after we saved more money, after things calmed down, after the kids grew up. After. Always after. My wife and I talked about driving out west for 30 years. Said we'd do it when we had time. Time. Funny word. She passed 3 months before we were supposed to leave. 3 months. We had maps. We had plans. We had the camper ready. What we didn't have was tomorrow. That broke something open in me. For a long time after she was gone, I sat in this house thinking about all the things we postponed, all the sunsets we could have watched somewhere new, all the mornings we could have woken up somewhere different. Waiting feels responsible. Waiting feels safe. But sometimes waiting is just fear dressed up as planning. And here's the truth nobody wants to say out loud. You don't know how much time you have. Not at 30, not at 50, not at 94. Stop saving the good dishes. Stop keeping the nice shirt in the closet. Stop waiting for the right time to take the trip, make the call, forgive the person, start the thing. The right time is the time you're breathing. I've watched strong men die, still planning their life, still saying one day. One day turns into no day real fast. So here's everything laid out plain. I stopped eating late. I stopped arguing with people who don't want peace. I stopped sitting like I was already dead. I stopped carrying anger. I stopped feeding my mind fear at night. I stopped trying to be everything for everyone, and I stopped waiting for life to begin. None of that is dramatic. None of it makes headlines, but it adds up. Life doesn't disappear all at once. It leaks out through small habits, through stress you hold, through grudges you carry, through nights you don't rest, through tomorrows you assume you have. At 94, I don't move fast. I don't lift heavy things, but I protect my peace like it's gold. Every evening, I sit on this porch and watch the sun sink behind the trees, and I don't rush it, because I know something now that I didn't know at 40. You don't get unlimited sunsets. You don't get unlimited chances. And if you're listening to me right now, maybe something I said made you uncomfortable. Good. That means you're still alive enough to change. Don't wait until I'm my age to figure this out. Let go of what's quietly killing you and start guarding what keeps you here. I'm 94, still breathing, still watching the sky change colors, and I intend to see as many more as I can.